She wrote a chapter that was supposed to be part of a book about the 100th anniversary of Hidalgo County. But the book never happened. 10 years after her death, her son discovered it. Now her grandson has printed the second edition. Here's Rick Diaz with today's Con Mi Gente.
It was a simple book titled Ranch Life in Hidalgo County After 1850 by Emilia Junior Ramirez.
My grandmother, Emilia Junior Ramirez, who was a college professor at Pan Am.
In fact, the student dormitory is named after her.
So she researched it by talking to her parents and other relatives because her mother was born on a ranch. So she talked to her about how they lived.
And her writing is specific about the job of each person on the ranch.
They didn't have any running water. They didn't have electricity.
The men took care of the cattle and the ranch. The women did the cooking. They made all the clothes for the family. And water was so precious, some men's only job was to draw water from the well 8 hours a day.
And they would get up very early in the morning, put the beans on, put the coffee on, start their day, and they'd work until dark, of course.
Robert's father, Al Ramirez, former mayor of Edinburgh, found her writings 10 years after Emilia died.
He published it in 1971. That was the first edition. Little tiny thin book about, he called it a modest little booklet, which it was.
And now grandson Robert has decided to honor his grandmother again by doing a second edition with a more updated look.
I kept the front part of the book the same as what she did because people said don't change it because it has its own character.
But he did make a few changes.
And the back half is full of family history, biographies, lots and lots of photographs dating back to the late 1800s. And another thing is, at the very beginning is a listing of 35 or 40 ranches that were existing at that time.
And the Junior name is well known, especially in Edinburgh.
So Junior Street is named for Charles Sr., who was a county commissioner. And his grandfather came with Taylor's army.
If you like, you can take a closer look at the book by visiting the author's webpage, www.earlyspanishreading.com. There's a lot of history in the ranch life in Hidalgo County. For Channel 5 News, I'm Rick Diaz. Con mi gente.